Hi everyone, it's Aga from Eureka-exclusive and I'm here with a super quick and fun beading tutorial for you. Before I get started, just a quick reminder to check out the rest of our channel, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss any of our content. So today's video is going to be super easy and basic, but also super fun, and we're going to make something really pretty. So we're going to be making these earrings like this with one of my favorite combinations of just regular white pearls, the most classic ones, and some metallic colors. So I was wondering actually if I should go with gold or with silver. I went with gold because these are the findings that I had to match from our GleamCraft Findings brand, and this is from the latest series, which is called Secrets of Atlantis. But down in the description we'll also link the silver variation, the silver colorway for this, which I think will look just as pretty. So this is what you're going to need to make these earrings. Well, obviously you're going to need some earring findings. Here I have these earring posts that are gold plated. They are very nice, really high quality. They have this kind of shell shape, I think, to them. And I also have this charm that's also from the GleamCraft series. It's just this tiny little gold plated star, or starfish actually. It's super tiny, but you can use a different charm. Here I just wanted something to dangle under that earring and maybe not be too big, but if you want something larger you can always hang it on jump ring, and we're gonna need the jump ring, one per earring, to attach it to our earring finding. But if you have an ear wire that has a loop that's facing like the side, this one is facing the front, but if you have one that's facing the side you don't need the jump ring at all. In addition to the metal elements, you're going to need pearls in 3 sizes, and here I have, per one earring, 4 pearls that are 8mm, 3 pearls that are 6mm, and 5 pearls that are 4mm. So for a pair of earrings, you're going to need twice that. When it comes to my seed beads, we're going to be needing some 11-ohs and some 15-ohs as well. And here I also have these white 11-ohs, and these are Tohos. The rest are Miyuki, so the gold ones here and the 15-ohs in here as well, they are Miyukis. But in here I have Tohos, and I kind of do recommend Tohos for the white ones because they're kind of wider and they fit the space better. But if you just use the same gold ones, that will be okay as well. I think the pattern will work. And that's it when it comes to the beads. When it comes to supplies, you're going to need a needle, and here I have a size 12. We're going to be going through 15-ohs. Maybe not a lot, but a couple of times. So I do recommend a finer needle. And here I have 6-pound Fireline, 4-pound will be okay as well. And that's it. So let's start beading. For one earring, I'm going to be using a little more than half a wingspan of thread. So if you spread one of your arms to the side while holding your spool of thread around the middle of your body, this is maybe more or less how much you're gonna need. To stay safe, I'm not going to cut off the tail, so it's still attached to my spool. And I'm gonna start right off the bat by picking up 5 11-ohs and the jump ring on my thread. I'm going to slide it down the entire sequence. I'm going to slide it down my thread, and I'm going to go through all of that again, including the jump ring. So making a sort of a circle. And now is when you can actually tie a knot. I'm just crossing the threads and going through with my needle thread, pulling it tight, crossing them again, and making like a double knot, pulling it tight. Now I'm gonna go through one more 11-oh in here to hide the knot sort of in the beads, and that's how I start my beadwork. Right now I'll pick up the following sequence: a 4mm pearl, an 11-oh, another 4mm pearl, 11-oh, and another pearl, and I'm gonna go right back through that 11-oh that my thread is coming out of, effectively making a circle around it, just like that. Now I'm going to go down through the next pearl that's next to the bead that I'm coming out of, as well as the 11-0 underneath it, and the middle pearl in here. I'm going to pull tight, and the next sequence is 11-0 4mm pearl, 11-0 6mm pearl, 11-0 4mm, 11-0. So this time you're starting with an 11-0, you put an 11-0 in between all the pearls, the middle pearl is one size larger, and you end with an 11-0. And again, you go through the bead that you're coming out of, which is the pearl, from the other side, making a circle of all of the beads that you just added, just like that. And again, I'm going to go down my pattern through the 11-0, the pearl, the 11-0, and the middle pearl that is larger, pulling tight. The next sequence now is 3 pearls, starting with the 6mm and putting the 8mm, so the largest one in the middle, and then the gold 11-0s in between all of the pearls. So 3 pearls and 4 11-0s again, and making a circle around the pearl that my thread is coming out of. There. Stepping down, starting from the 11-0, then the pearl, 11-0, and the pearl in the middle. Pulling tight so that everything holds together. And the last circle is going to be only with the largest pearl, so the 8mm. And I'm going to start with an 11-0, and I'll put an 11-0 in between each pearl as well. Just like that. And again, I am going into the last pearl that my thread is coming out of, and pulling tight. Great! Already at this point, I think it looks quite nice, but why don't we add something extra? So I'm going to actually go down and we're gonna start adding the outline with the little star charm. I'm picking up 11-0s. This is because I want to have one in the middle so that I can create this kind of circle to put my star into. So that's 11-0s. And I'm going to go around the pearl. And now 6 11-0s down on the side where my thread is coming out of. So just making half a circle around that pearl. I'm now going to add 2 11-0s, then the charm, into more 11-0s, and I'll go right through that middle bead that I'm coming out of. So at this point is just doing circles all over my work, just to keep it nice and tight. I'm gonna go through the beads, the 5 beads, and the charm and the circle again. Alright, time to go back up the remaining beads in the sequence. And what I can do now is go through the 11-0 that is connecting the 2 pearls that are next to each other. And we can start making an outline by connecting these very beads that are in between the pearls. So the first amount of beads that we need is 10 11-0s to go around this pearl here. And this is for Miyukis because if you're using Tohos, the number of beads may be a little bit different because they have slight variance in the shape. The Miyukis are a little bit more oblong, I would say, when you look at them from the side. So they look a little bit different. And now I want to connect this 11-0 in between these 2 pearls with this 11-0 in between these 2 pearls, but there's a little bit of a distance, which I'm going to fill with one 15-0. So I add a 15-0 and I go through the 11-0 in between the pearls above. To go around this pearl, the perfect amount of Miyuki 11-0s is 7. And again, I go through the 11-0 that's connecting these next 2 pearls. At this point, the 11-0s are quite close next to each other, so I'm not adding any 15-0s, just going through the next 11-0. Now I'm going to pick up 4 11/0 to go around the 4mm pearl, and up I go through the next 11/0, just like this, and through this next 11/0 that I have here. Now for a better shape, I'm going to add 15/0 here instead of 11/0 because they're a little bit smaller and they're going to make a nicer shape, in my opinion, a nicer drop if you look at the entire earring. So I'm going to pick up 6 of them. And for this, I'm actually going to go up this bead loop that we made in the beginning. I'm just trying to take the tail thread out of the way. So if you notice, we used this bead on the bottom here that's in between these beads. So I'm going up this bead above it, the one that goes up, and I go through the jump ring as well and the 2 11/0s on the other side. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. 6 15/0s through these 2 11/0s, 4 11/0s through these 2 11/0s, 7 11/0s through the 11/0 in here, adding 1 15/0 in between these 11/0s, 10 11/0s through this 11/0 here. And just to connect it, I'm going to go through these 11/0s that go under the bottom pearl here as well. I'm going to go up all of these 10 beads here. And I'm not going to go through that 11/0 connecting the pearls anymore. I'm just going to pick up my white 11/0 and I'm going to go up, straight up, the next sequence of 11/0s around the pearl. In this way, I'm kind of reinforcing the structure here. Okay, I'm up this sequence of beads now, so I'll add another 11/0. I'm gonna add one here as well. When you go through all of these beads again, you also additionally reinforce this entire structure by putting more thread in the beads. Same thing on the other side now. I'm just gonna go down all of these beads around this pearl here. I'm going to tie a knot right around here. And as you can see, half a wingspan of thread was actually plenty, so you don't really need to leave the tail thread at all. I'll hide my tail thread in some of these 11/0s. All that's left to do now is actually just weave in the tail over here, because if you remember, we already have a knot. So this is where I'm coming out of. Why don't I just go down this next pearl and some more beads. And one more thing that's left to do is connect the earring to the earring post. And for that, you're probably going to need some pliers. Here I have some chain nose pliers, some flat nose pliers. You can use anything that you use to open and close jump rings. So you just swivel it open, add on the earring post, close it up tight. And there, that's the earring. So this is today's pattern. I hope you liked this quick video. Let me know in the comments if you're more of a pearl plus gold or pearl plus silver kind of person. I think I'm gonna stick with gold. I really like how simple this pattern is after all, and how quickly you can whip up a pair of earrings, and that you can substitute the charm for whatever you want. You can put in a drop over here or not put anything at all. All the supplies that I used for this will be linked down in the description and can be found at Eureka-exclusive of course. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!